113th time in the history of this great game, Commissioner Brian Crawford will present the J. Ross Robertson Cup to the 2025 OHL champion London Knights. Please welcome your captain, number 86, Denver 14.
Surprise, Frankie, to see him in the lineup tonight. Nasty injury in game one of the Western Conference Final versus Kitchener. It was not easy for Denver Barkey to sit out the first 4 games.
You just know that he's not quite 100% after suffering that injury, but he wanted to be back with his teammates. He gets to hoist the J. Ross Robertson Cup, and what a special moment for him as the captain of this team.
That kid feels pretty good right about now.
That'll numb away the pain pretty quickly.
Started with the morning skate, the warm-up, few shifts, and then one more post-game skate around holding the J. Ross Robertson OHL Championship trophy tonight. Here's Landon Sim. He's got your championship clinching goal tonight. Now Jacob Julian, London native. He's played his last game in front of his hometown crowd. He's an overager, aging out of this league.
Oh, Landon Sim, overager. Jacob Julian, overager. My guess, there's Austin Elliott, the overage goaltender.
Stone cold Austin Elliott. All the way from the Saskatoon Blades in Strathmore, Alberta, where he's originally from. The second former Western Hockey League goaltender to ever win an OHL championship after Brendan Burke, also with the London Knights in 2016. And there is Oliver Bach, second-generation hockey player. And boys, made his parents awfully proud. Once again, an OHL champ.
He has the makings of being a very good, reliable NHL defenseman.
And Easton Cowan, what a special moment this is going to be for him. Won it last year. Going to wager a bet to say that this one's going to mean even more to him doing it at home.
You know, Kasper Halttunen was the MVP, but Easton Cowan would have been right there with his performance. A great championship series for him.
Now, 5 Finnish players have ever won J. Ross Robertson. Kasper Halttunen has done it twice. Jesse Nurmi's teammate joins him tonight, Ola Juolevi, and Olli Mana also both did it for the London Knights.
London's had some success with the Finnish imports, and Kasper Halttunen was an unstoppable force.
There is Jesse Nurmi. Had a nice conversation with him today. Came a long way over from Finland to London. Came over, though, on the recommendation of his national junior hockey teammate, Kasper Halttunen. Now here's Cam Allen. He's brought over mid-season from the Guelph Storm. We got Easton Cowan with us now. Easton, thanks for joining us. I mean, what's going through your mind right now after a pretty wild finish to that game?
Yeah, can't really breathe here, but man, just what a feeling. I mean, Holtz led us there with, a bunch of hat tricks, couple goals, just a lethal goal scorer that plays both ends of the puck and really deserves that, MVP. And then Ozzy kept us in there at the end, and just, man, this is the best thing ever. I grew up watching this team, and being able to bring 2 trophies, and especially one at home here tonight, is just something special, and I'll never forget it.
Easton, how were the Oshawa Generals different this year compared to last year?
Yeah, they're a really good team. Obviously lots of skill, lots of NHL first-round picks, over there. So just a really good team, and it was a good series for sure.
Easton, when you had the opportunity there to seal this one with the empty net, and you kind of took a moment there to go to center ice, big celebration. What was going through your mind when you saw all these fans going crazy?
Yeah, man, I've never heard this place so loud. That's kind of Kane Selly, and he was a Knight too, so pretty special, and just an unreal feeling, and just something I'll never forget for sure. This is awesome.
Easton, does it feel like your group has a little unfinished business going back to the Memorial Cup?
100%. Like Peanut said at the beginning of the year, we want to win this, win our last game. So I'm going to soak this all in for tonight, and maybe I'll try to get some sleep later on.
Easton, Frankie, and I both picked up the chicken rice bowl this morning from the market across the street. I get what the hype is about, but now that you're going to Rimouski, you're going to have to try and track it down there. Do you have a plan for that?
I don't know, man. Good thing my mom's a good cook, because she'll get me out of that somehow.
I don't doubt that. I appreciate you stopping by, Easton, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, there's Easton down. There's Ryder Bolton taking the J. Ross Robertson for a ride. Didn't see him play tonight. His fans know what he brings to the table, and they love him around here. Now, Rene Van Bommel didn't play tonight. He's a scratch, but he opened up the goal scoring in the series.
The first goal of the series, so an unlikely source of offense for the London Knights, and the 18-year-old 11th round pick back in 2022 of the Knights.
And Donny Femus, mid-season acquisition out of Cowichan Valley in the BCHL. He's committed to the University of Vermont, at St. Louis Old School. And Liam Spencer, who did not dress in this OHL final. He did manage to get some playoff action in this year for London. Obviously, the town addressing the fans here in London, riling them up. It's a long way from London to Rimouski, but his fan base travels around pretty well, Frankie. I expect to see some green and gold in the stands in Rimouski.
There's going to be lots of green and gold. Henry Brustevich, looking to hear his name called fairly early this June.
There's Noah Reed. He's had an impressive season despite some limited opportunity.
Now, there's going to be an NHL team that drafts Noah Reed that's going to be pretty happy with the product they get.
A bit of a shower for Denver Markey. There's Alexei Medvedev. He's also going to hear his name called this year. Backup goaltender in this series for London. Hands it off to PJ Fagan. Don Mills flyer. Always cool, Frankie, to see everybody get a touch. Everybody onto the ice in the organization. The organizations nowadays, too, in junior, almost as big as NHL teams when it goes to training staff, equipment managers. You've got analytic departments and people in some organizations as well. Every team has a video coach now. And of course, you got the bus drivers, the billet families, the real backbones of junior hockey.
It takes everyone. And there's Dale Hunter's billeted players over the years.
Yeah.
He's had players living with him.
Of course, you had Vladislav Nemeshnikov for a little bit this morning. The Rupert twins.